I built this family on loyalty.
So, like, I've always been a really accepting person, you know, and, like, equal rights and stuff, you know? So I voted for Obama, obviously, because I'm not a racist. Because black people deserve a voice, too. Like, honestly, it's 2013, and slavery was such a long time ago. I love my country, that's a given. I mean, I've lived here for 17 years, except for vacations. I don't really know much about Obama, but, like, it's time we get over our prejudices, guys. I'm not an uninformed voter. I was acting. However, uninformed voters do exist and pose a great threat to our democracy. One type of uninformed voter is someone who votes for the wrong reason.
According to the coin toss theory, around 90% of voters are considered ignorant and don't make educated choices.
In this case, I voted based on someone's race as opposed to his position on important policies. When people vote for the wrong reasons, the wrong people get into office. Instead of focusing on a candidate's personal attributes, we should focus on the politics. Now, I'm an informed voter. This is me acting. I voted for Obama because I agree with his stance on issues such as foreign policy, personal freedoms, and economic issues.
All right. My first topic of concern is that I went voting recently. Great first time being 18 power. Just wanted to let you guys know the reasons I went to the voting place. I was watching the TV the other night, saw something interesting. A program was played about a political person or candidate being really mean. Convinced me to get out there and vote. Voted I. Can't go wrong being involved in our democracy. Because Romney told me that Obama had no plan and he wasn't born in the homeland. I support Romney. I'm glad I'm staying American. I am not an uninformed voter. I was acting. What this uninformed voter represents is the role of media in persuading voters to vote for a measure, proposition, or candidate. The media pressure and stretching of the truth threatens the welfare of our democracy because voters no longer are informed with the truth. The problem the media presents involving uninformed constituents can easily be solved. By providing the voters with government-sponsored ads that present genuine issues that concern our nation, the voters will be correctly informed. However, there is a major problem with this solution, as the interest groups, PACs, and super PACs that produce independent expenditures about candidates are not affiliated with the government. These programs are very hard to regulate because they are private, and then they would be taking away from the protected liberties given to us by our great country. Now I am an informed voter. This is me acting. I went to vote because the TV told me the stances of all the candidates. There wasn't any negativity, and all the truth was given. Our democracy is saved.
Medium size.
Evidence of media influence on voters is that nearly $4 billion was spent in the 2010 primary alone, according to George Mason University.
Go. Hey, sweet touchdown, Kobe Bryant. Chaz McAfee here, talking about voting. P.U. I don't vote because I'm too busy smoking cigs at CVS and kissing my girlfriend on the face of her mouth. I don't see the point in contributing to democracy. All the corporations just run everything. I'd rather just sink a sick hoop and not do my homework. I'm just one guy. What can I do? I'm not actually an uninformed voter. I was acting. What this uninformed voter represents is someone who doesn't vote because they are not educated on the importance of voting. There's very little push nowadays to get young people out to vote so their interests are represented by our democracy. They are uninformed about the policies that affect them every day so they don't bother to vote. They don't understand the magnitude of their opinion and how voting affects their lives. The way that we can fix this is by the government reaching out more to celebrities and fixing a huge ad campaign encouraging voting and educating the masses how important voting is. Now, I'm an informed voter. I'm acting. Sup, it's Chaz. I will totally vote because Wiz Khalifa told me it's off the chain. I want my voice to be heard.
The proof that this problem exists is that only 57.5% of the American public voted in the last presidential election.
Hey y'all, I went to the voting booth yesterday just 'cause. Do something about it, Mom and Dad. If you were to describe me in one word, it'd be spontaneous. And voting is no exception. I'm gonna go in there on Tuesday and eeny, meeny, mine and mow it. Why not? What other way is there to do it? It's not like the American educational system teaches you anything. Heck, last time I did this, I did A, B, C, D, E, 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 A, B, C, D, E. And the time before, I just asked my baby brother, and he's 3. So what? You're welcome, George Bush. I'm not actually an uninformed voter. I'm acting. Some Americans vote frivolously, and that is the only way they've ever known. The American education system does not sufficiently prepare students to be responsible and informed adult citizens that are capable of voting rationally and based on knowledge. The proof of this is there are no federal laws ordering public high schools to teach students about current events in American politics. America needs to prepare its future leaders by stressing the importance of staying informed. Often lazy students think that it is up to others to work in the government, so they don't care to learn about anything. This is a major threat because democracy does not actually represent the desires of the population when there is a large number of citizens who don't vote and don't care. The solution to this would be to fix the education system to stress the importance of informing citizens at a young age about politics. A more solid education on current events and politics at a young age would help the youth grow up to be responsible and informed voters. Now I am an informed voter. This is me acting. Ha! It's me again! And I went to school and I learned about American politics. What I learned was now I don't have to vote by doing A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E. And instead, I vote based on each candidate's political stances for important issues such as healthcare, gun control, and abortion. The problem with this solution is that there is no way for the federal government to be able to successfully enforce this rule. That would cost an uncanny amount of money and effort, and the amount of people that actually care about solving this issue is not great enough for them to put forth all the effort.
Left.
The largest threat to our democracy is uninformed voters.
There are many different types of uninformed voters, making it difficult to come up with just one solution.
There's the type of voter that is misinformed based on prejudice, which can be solved by requiring the focus of elections on issues.
Then there's the type of voter that is persuaded by media and interest groups.
The solution to this is to censor independent expenditures and provide government-sponsored facts on candidates.
Then there are people like Chainz, who don't vote because they don't know the issues.
This could be solved by massive objective ad campaigns.
Then there are the type of voters who have no motivation to learn about the policies of the candidates, so they vote irrationally.
The solution to this is to provide a better education system so citizens grow up.
I built this family on loyalty.
Count another grip, smoke another zip. Let them young niggas tell it I be on my shit.